What's up, is Rashad, Antonio, MCU Collective. We do understand there was a whole bunch of other stuff going on, but we're only going to talk about what matters today, and that is Hall H MCU presentation at San Diego Comic Con 2024. Man, I I just want to say, like, I was texting Antonio in a fury last night. And man, I was like, yo, why is nobody basking in his glory with me? You know what I'm saying? I know you have some grown stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. And you already told us. You already told us you was being a grown up. And I was not. I was out here being a 10-year-old kid, just being happy. So let's just get right into it. All right. I'm watching via Twitter because we not there. No. But anyway, so I'm scrolling.
Yet.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm scrolling and refreshing, and we get all the news. But we're gonna talk about all the other movies too. But get towards the end of it, it's like probably 10, 15 minutes left. And boom, it said, hey, we got a presentation talking about Secret Wars. And it was like, yo, we need to talk about who going to direct it, because you already know, like, a lot of the directors that was on it bounced, you know what I'm saying, because of the Kang thing. There was Michael Waldron was on it. Daniel Dustin Cretton. I cannot remember the dude's name. The dude that directed Shang-Chi.
Yes.
He was on it. He was writing on that joint too. It had a couple of people that was in the mix. And then all of them dropped right after the Kang thing popped off. And it was like, boom. Yo, they so funny. They had a video montage of probably 4 of the best movies in the MCU. And that is Captain America, The Winter Soldier, which is definitely in my top 3. Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. And then boom, we get the Russos. So the Russos come out, do the little 1-2 step. And not only are we getting the Russos, we're also getting half of Marcus and McFeely. Stephen McFeely is going to be writing it, which is very important because they managed to, well, he's going to have to manage how to figure and finagle all this stuff. So again, I think that people need to understand this very important little tidbit when it comes to this type of stuff. If they're making an announcement, that means they basically have already written it. Like, it's already written. You know why I know that? Because the second part of this comes out in 2026. You know what I'm saying? So they are essentially already have the story, if not just the bones of it. They got the whole thing already done. You know what I'm saying? And it's been speculated, especially the past few weeks, been wrapping up to this, that, hey, Russo Bros about to be back in their house. And that's been rumored a lot. So that rumor was true. Thank you, Scoopers. And yeah, we getting still gonna be Secret Wars. May 2027. And then it was like, yo, I know we working backwards, but we gotta tell you what's popping off with Avengers 5. Because they was like, well, we're not gonna talk about this Kang tonight. No mention of Kang whatsoever, which I it's just funny because it's also hilarious because there's no word from Blade either. But that's another story. That's another day. We may get to that later. But yeah, so he said we got 3 movies next year, y'all. That's it. So talking about Avengers 5. Boom, graphic comes up. Avengers Doomsday. And I'm like, oh snap.
And it's green.
And I'm refreshing. I'm like, oh my God, And then, like, all of a sudden we get a bunch of like Doom. What should we call them? Like Doom disciples?
Doom bots. Doom disciples.
It's people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Little Doom, Doom acolytes, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is cloaked up and maxed up. And then it was like, yo, I know y'all want to know who about to play Doom, right? One of them steps up, takes off that mask, and is none other than one Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ himself.
And when I mean he looks like he was excited to be doing this for the team, I was like,
yeah,
oh,
snap. The pop. Okay, I'm gonna use a wrestling term for this real quick. The pop, and the pop is in wrestling when something big happens and the crowd goes off. You know, the pop that Robert Downey got when he took that mask off and spread his arms out was wild. Everybody lost their minds. There's certain videos where you can hear people like just shouting out names. It was a couple of folk I heard say Robert Downey Jr.
I
heard that, but there were other people saying names. I think I heard of Matt Smith. I was hearing all types of names. Yeah, it was wild. I was hearing all types of names come up, and then when it showed him, I mean, that was almost like, that was almost like a Mike Tyson left hook back in '89, for real. It floored everybody to see Robert Downey Jr. is back home in the MCU. And next thing you know, people started putting stuff together and was like, there is a Doctor Doom storyline where Tony Stark's
and is Anthony Stark.
Anthony Stark is Doctor Doom. So we're going to get a variant of Doctor Doom, which is Anthony Stark, which that doesn't mean that we still not could get another, Doctor Doom in here.
I think that's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
Is like, this is going to be, again, we're wrapping up the multiverse. So this can easily just be a variant. We can easily have somebody in the 616, and they easily be, Latvian's own Dr. Doom. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I just want to talk about like how did you feel when you saw this?
So after getting home of my adult escapades last night, and I saw your text message. You saw it. I text you. I just text you that face all the way across. This wasn't on my bingo card. I knew Doctor Doom was eventually going to basically be the Kane replacement for this part of the MCU, but I was just like, I had no idea. I didn't have anybody in mind or who they could get to play Doctor Doom. I was just like, yeah, we'll find out who plays Doom when it comes. Go ahead.
And for me, like, I wasn't even thinking that we was going to even get Doom right now.
Right.
I was like, I heard some, of course, rumors and crap, but I don't be trying to get a whole lot of credence in that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't think we're gonna get Doom. Like, how they gonna set that up? Yeah. But then when going kind of like hustling backwards right now, when they introduced Fantastic Four, which also got introduced last night, officially, because we had the cast come out and all that, I'm like, I now see how they can do it. Because Fantastic Four is going to be a retro futuristic
in another universe,
you know what I'm saying? And they're going to be set in like the 60s, but it's going to be like the 60s that the 60s envisioned the future would be. So, because like how everything, the analog is going to be like the Jetsons or like the Incredibles or whatever.
What's the show that just came out? Fallout.
The
opening of Fallout. Yeah, the opening of Fallout.
Is a good example of That's why you're here, Tony. So that's really how it's gonna be. So I can easily see him being just the Doctor Doom of that universe, and them dovetailing it into, Avengers Doomsday.
And then also too, that seed got planted of the time period too of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness when he saw the variant of Reed Richards that was John Krasinski, whatever his name.
Krasinski in the 838.
Yeah, and he was like, Fantastic Four. He was like, weren't you? He says, didn't you guys chart in the 60s? Oh, saying, or whatever. So that kind of like laid that seed there. But man, I was so excited. I was so surprised how how, saying what this is. Then the next thing came to mind was, I said, man, I know Jonathan Majors is somewhere like punching the air right now. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't run fast. He was like, I didn't run fast enough from that white woman.
Nah. Looking like Cuba Gooding Jr. and going
Boys
Boys in the Hood after
He,
Ricky got shot. He definitely in the house mad.
Yeah, he was looking like that. He was looking like Michael B. Jordan courtside after breaking up with Lori Harvey, just like, yeah. Yeah, I said it. He was I know he was hurt. Like, oh my God, all just going down the drain,
Yeah, at least he get a nice little hug from Megan Good. But anyway, like I was just really flabbergasted. Like I was surprised. And I try not to, okay. We are fans first.
Yeah.
And we talk about this stuff, like we try to have a decent angle when it comes to like viewing these things.
Mm-hmm.
I was very excited just to see, MCU back in Hall H, back in Comic-Con, because we had an off year for the pandemic. Last year was super light because of the writer strikes and the actor strike. So it's like, I'm saying it's whatever. Now we back up. And it just was good to see, people be excited. Okay.
Especially coming off the high that is Deadpool and Wolverine from
this. Okay, that's a good point too.
Yeah,
because that was the first portion of the show. It was like, look, yo, we out here. This is gonna be just a celebration of something we already knew is amazing. Oh yeah, by the way, we crossed 30 bill.
Yeah,
we crossed $30 billion as a franchise. Ain't nobody ever did that before. So and think about it too. As long as Star Wars has been around. And 30 bill. I'm not even sure how much Disney bought MCU for, but they have already got a return on their profit. Already. You know what I'm saying? So it's because
I know Disney bought Fox, I think 71.3 billion. They almost there, Jack. I'm saying they already there, yo. For real.
And think about like this. We hadn't even touched none of the real Fox properties yet.
No, we ain't even. The fact that Deadpool did this, and we ain't even touched X-Men. A real certified MCU.
All we've X-Men, got, ain't touched Fantastic Four.
No, the only thing X-Men we've gotten from Fox on Disney right now is X-Men 97, which was fantastic. X-Men 97, you got the cameo of Patrick Stewart in Multiverse of Madness. You got the cameo of Kelsey Grammer as Beast in the Marvels. And then, of course, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. That's it. For real, that's it. And it's
saying, man.
Like you said, to quote Stringer Bell, let them know we back. Marvel let us all know that we back up.
We back up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm very excited for the prospects of this. All right, so let's talk about.
And one more thing too. Before we get, I think what Marvel is going to do from this point forward is they are going to focus now more on main Marvel characters and main for movies and stuff because what they did, they thought they could do again is with the magic of the first phase one, making you care about Iron Man, making you care about Thor and stuff like that. Granted, because Captain America is an A-list Marvel character, cool. Iron Man was borderline, whatever. Thor is kind of the same way, but they thought that they could do that by keep bringing on all of these other in the newer version. It's like I don't think nobody really.
Yeah, and not even that. They thought they could kind of use the same formula for that, and let's just be very upfront and honest. Pandemic messed up a lot of people's plans.
Sure did.
And I don't think we can kind of like not put that into the mix as part of the conversation, because in the next 5 years, we're gonna have to explain to like 10 to 15-year-olds why stuff from this portion, let's say from like 2021 to like 24, Why does it look like this? Because like TV and movies are shot very different because of restrictions, and it doesn't look like how stuff was done prior to and definitely after. It looks very different. So like there has to be some sort of acknowledgement of like, why ain't nobody on the streets? You know what I'm saying? Or like, why is it only two people in the shot? Why people so far apart? Like you gotta explain it on look, yo. Like people was dying out here, and we just wanted some entertainment, and this is what we had to do. So yeah,
the word pandemic ain't nothing nice.
Yeah, you can't deny that, yo.
Yeah, for real. No matter what people try to tell you, Donald Trump. But yeah, just want to get that. I just wanted to make that
no. Very, very poignant aside. Here we go. So let's just start from the top. Right after the Deadpool came through, you know what I'm saying? They had like a bunch of Deadpools. They had a whole choir there singing like a virgin. It was a thing. We get the first movie announcement, and that is for Captain America: Brave New World. Got the entire cast up there. In Hall H, they got a extended trailer. From what we saw, it's probably gonna be like the actual full trailer, more than likely. Some extra stuff is up there. They got to see like the entire Hulk, which is the extended scene from what we see at the end of the trailer, like the last stinger of the Hulk. We get to see like the entire Hulk and like, Thunderbolt Ross, aka Harrison Ford, actually Hulk out. So, that's gonna be fun to watch when we get the official trailer. But yeah, and just the vibes from that, people saying it's like, look, y'all, like it actually looks like it's gonna be legit.
Yeah.
So that's good because people was kind of iffy about it. Of course, it has been and with that one too, a lot of behind the scenes stuff because of the climate of today in regards to politics.
And then too, that goes too on to when it was Winter Soldier and Falcon, because remember how that had a lot of political stuff to it as well, especially because it was supposed to be a worldwide pandemic, and they was like, "Ooh, maybe we shouldn't do this as a pandemic."
And now this one is like, I don't know if we should have a Israeli superhero in this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's very this hard enough. Like trying to keep Black man down. I don't appreciate it, but but speaking of Black man, we also have our favorite actual Italian, unlike Mike Tirico, Giancarlo Esposito, he popped up too. You know what I'm saying? And he was there. And I love it when they be excited. And he was so hyped because he was like, y'all ain't guess who I am yet. You know what I'm saying? And we really didn't. He's Sidewinder, leader of the Serpent Society. So we actually gonna get a Serpent Society this time. So that was kind of a callback to Winter Soldier because I think it was Winter Soldier or was it Civil War? It was one of them.
It was one of them. Yeah,
I think it was Winter Soldier. I forgot. It was a long time ago. Either way, did a little switcheroo on us, and it's like, nah, we ain't doing that. We doing this. So Serpent Society is going to be MCU canon, and I'm looking forward to this. I really am.
Yeah, same. But go ahead.
They're gonna resolve Tiamat. You know what I'm saying? And actually gonna say, look, like the element that Tiamat is our favorite Claude Fellows what his body's made of is adamantium. So now we get the source of adamantium being the celestial Tiamat. They call Tiamat the celestial island, and they want it to be like a worldwide resource, which is never gonna happen. Yes, schnick. So so I'm glad that they finally answered. We've speculated that ever since. So that's cool. That it's just like it's the path of least resistance. So,
right.
Hype about that. That's why I got had to break out the.
And also too, I just want to say, I think somewhere along the lines in this movie, Sam is going to get a super soldier serum because. During the trailer, seeing him do some of the stuff that he was doing, I was like, I don't think a regular human can do that than a regular human of a certain age. And the fact that he is now Captain America, and of course we got Isaiah Bradley. We're gonna get Black Captain America back. Oh my God! By the way, I would love to have a movie about him, about his escapades, and then how him getting caught.
Something, a series, a special presentation. We need something, like that would be.
And it'd be dope too if it was like in black and white. That would be That would be dope if it was in black and white. Oh, Disney, hire me. I'm telling you right now.
Saying, like, we got ideas, y'all.
Yes,
You
we
know what
got
I'm saying?
ideas. Yeah.
We can do some consulting work. I ain't
Yeah,
asking
for
for a
real.
whole lot.
Not at all.
Just
No,
my
not
teacher
like
salary.
Yeah, right. So what was the next big thing for you, Rashad?
This next up was Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts asterisk. And Kevin said, look, y'all, I don't care what y'all say. I'm not explaining the asterisk so after the movie's done. So like, all right, y'all. We get it. So Thunderbolts, and of course, it's like last time we talking about this with the lineup. I like this ragtag group. There was a small little trailer for this.
Yeah.
And we do get the confirmation that Sentry is going to be in it.
Okay.
And funny thing is, like, we're assembling a team, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And of course, Val is head of the team. This is very Task Force X-esque. Because of course, you know, Thunderbolts is always like Marvel Suicide Squad. But instead of everybody going there unwillingly, everybody's willingly a part of the team, except for Sentry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were saying basically Sentry was there. It looked like he had on like prison garb. And everybody else was like suited and booted. And he was like, oh, y'all got invited here? Well, nah, they grabbed me and took me here. You know what I'm saying? So so that's gonna be cool to see. We get Red Guardian back. And they were saying like he was like living in squalor, like a dirty old Russian.
Yeah.
And Black Widow is going to be like the head of the Yelena Belova is going to be the leader of the whole thing. Okay. For some reason, it said Bucky was washing his arm in a dishwasher, which is hilarious to me. So you know, there's a lot of I'm really excited with this. I think this
isn't fake ass Captain America, fake ass.
Yeah. Captain Mayo is in this as well.
Yeah, you know Captain MAGA.
John Walker, Captain. Captain 1776 is definitely in this. You know what I'm saying? Captain We the People. But yeah, he's in it. He's definitely in it too. Okay. So and also they said that he has a like a toddler. Said as a child. So it's interesting to see Captain white nationalism with a mixed baby, because you know his baby mama black. So
that's right. I forgot
I ain't forget that.
I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, okay.
No, he know that's the only black friend he got now since his black friend died. So yeah, like I really wish Captain Falcon and Soldier wasn't out during the pandemic. That'd be so much more fun. Anyway, so like this, so that's basically showing all that. Like no real action, just kind of showing the team comes together. And yeah, so I'm very intrigued by Thunderbolts.
Yeah. And you said it was 3 movies coming out next year, right? Or
3.
So what were the 3 movies? Did they say what the 3 movies were? If I can't.
Yeah, recall. It's Captain America.
Right.
Thunderbolts.
Okay.
And it's oh my god, yeah, why am I drawing a blank? It's hold on. It's I know it. Fantastic Four. That's
right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay. I was like, yeah, Fantastic Four. Sorry guys. I know that. Yeah. And then it's Fantastic Four, which was they talked about last, in this like trio of movies coming out next year. Okay. And again, like we said at the beginning, I'm sorry, I was talking to somebody else about it. They got the whole team out there.
Yeah.
They had like a sizzle reel. And it's like a sizzle reel / almost like a conceptual trailer of them. Okay. And they're showing like they're like basically like their likeness. They did some test footage, I guess, and it's kind of like cobbled like a sizzle reel together. And everybody was saying like, look, yo, they have actual direction of what they want their character to be. You know what I'm saying? They already got speaking lines and stuff of them. Like one scene is where they have Reed Richards is talking to a group of kids about science or whatever, and he has like this very nerdy approach to it, because people was kind of scared about like, yo, like
Pedro Pascal
is way too sexy to be doing this. But like, I'm like, man is also an actor. Like he can act for real. We've seen him do so many times. So he has a voice that he wants it to be. And everybody has a distinct way they're gonna do the character, and it seems might be authentic. Also, for a quick, Vanessa Kirby was saying like at the table reads, she laughed so hard. They was having so much fun actually doing this. And that was a good sign because if you don't want to have fun with your family, which is his Marvel's first family, it's
right?
going to be hard to get that chemistry. But they already
Yeah.
got the chemistry there, and looks like it's going to be like a pretty. I'm high on Fantastic Four,
And I'm gonna tell you why I'm high too, because this is Kevin Feige's pet. This is his baby because he said that was like his favorite franchise as a comic and stuff like that. He said he really was a big comic fan, but he loved the Fantastic Four, and he was like, I want this to be done right. And now that you got Marvel's, you got the MCU's Big Papa can like really probably making sure this is going to be right. So I have full faith in what they're going to do here. And I just hope, not gonna say I hope, I think from now on we are going to finally see what's going to lead up to the big event in Marvel. Because the last couple of years I've always been like, okay, how is this moving along the story? The
definitely.
multiverse of madness. How is this moving along? We ain't seen this. We ain't heard nothing about the Eternals. We ain't heard nothing about this. We haven't, it's a lot of things that we still got questions to, but I believe that they will be, answered in short. Like, where the hell is Captain America at? We've always heard, where Captain America is going to show up. I think that scene that, for those of y'all who haven't seen Deadpool, sorry, I'm gonna spoil something right now.
Spoilers for Deadpool.
Go check out our review. I think something in that scene where Paradox was showing Deadpool inside the MCU, and you saw Thor cradling his body and saying, like he gave a sacrifice. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be with Thor." He was like, "Oh, that's too far in the future. You don't need to see that." He was like, "Wait a minute. Well, what happens with being Thor?" I think something like that is going to come back along in Secret Wars or one of these, one of these movies that's coming up right now. So yeah, and like I said, Doom is right now seems like the big bad for that, but we also are going to possibly get the Beyonder, and we'll probably find out within the next year or so who's going to be playing that character as well.
Also, the villain for Fantastic Four is going to be Galactus. Like so in that sizzle, they actually see him like peering, looking through a building. So Galactus may not be like huge,
Okay.
like Erisham size, but
Yeah,
because Erisham is huge.
huge. And we
So
saw him. Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
we may get like some sort of variant
Because we know
of
we're going to get a variant of the Silver Surfer.
yeah.
A very Silver Surfer. So we're not getting NORAD. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But I'm really excited about what's about to pop off in this MCU, man. For real.
Yeah.
Like,
And also the reason why I'm so like excited for Fantastic Four, they probably have had the story done for like 2-3 years now.
yeah,
Because if they can have all this stuff to make a sizzle reel, that means everything is already done, like animatics. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Only thing we doing now is like green screen work with the actors, the actual dialogue and all good stuff, and then boom, putting that in. But everything that is like computer generated is already probably been done.
Yeah, they just probably doing retouches on it, right? You know what I'm saying? Retouches on it right
I mean,
now.
because
If
Tony,
that.
like they start tomorrow, Monday the 29th, filming. The movie comes out less than a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So come
Yeah.
on now, like the third of the 3/4 of the movie is already done. So that's why I'm like really like, yo, they really are confident about what they're doing. And I think that's the thing that a lot of Marvel fans just haven't really been when it comes to the MCU. It's like they haven't been confident that the product is going to really be, what I'm saying, like up to par with what we have been known Marvel to be.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. Did they say anything about any TV shows or anything like that?
Nah, D23 is next month.
D23
So
next.
they'll
Okay.
probably talk about all the Disney Plus stuff because I mean we still haven't got any news about Ironheart. Wonder Man is out there.
Yeah, we haven't. I mean, we know it's coming, but we haven't seen anything with Eyes of Wakanda. So
Yeah,
and of
it's a bunch of Disney Plus stuff. I'm pretty sure that they're holding back on
yeah,
that, and they also might be holding back on some other movie announcements for D23 because I felt like they did that last time too.
They did, because we was like, oh, why they ain't do that? Okay, cool. So
I mean,
so
so you
yeah.
got to create some hype around Disney's Disney Con basically too.
Okay.
But nah, like
so that's everything Marvel, man, for
yeah,
real.
basically everything Marvel. And to be honest, like they was the only thing really popping. You got like a penguin thing, which I'm excited for the penguin, but it's like
definitely.
okay, we already knew that was coming. They had like some stuff for Superman cartoon. So like they they pretty much knew like MCU about to murder the block this year. Let's not even post up at all. Let's just let's let them have it.
But I do want to make comment on, and me and Rashad, this is a show that me and Rashad both like. It was a divisive show, but we liked the show. And the show is coming back again in September, and it looks just as beautiful as it did the first time. Lord of the Rings,
God. Rings of Power,
Rings of Power.
Amazon
said, Amazon on this show is like F a budget. We don't care how many of y'all may not have liked this, or you nerds who are like, oh, this is inclusive. They're gonna do this. Oh my God. Rashad sent me that trailer. I was like, this looks majestic. It looked amazing.
By far the best looking streaming. I said it the first time too. And they did it in the middle of the pandemic. I said this is the best looking streaming series ever, yo. Like
visually it's just it's I'm gonna put it like this. Imagine, Rashad, if Game of Thrones visually looked like the world that is Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. Like, not saying that Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon doesn't look, it looks great.
But no, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
There's just a certain level of crispiness about Rings of Power that because like Game of Thrones is gritty as hell. Like it looks like they'd be like, throw some more film grain on it. And Rings of Power just be so, it'd be like that whole was majestic.
That's for real. It think about it, it do look like something that come from Eru Levirtul. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like it come from the Undying Lands. Like,
it looked good.
It looked so good. And the fact that our guy that we found out at the end of that first season, he is Sauron. He is now the commander, and it looks like he's gonna be beefing with that other elf that that got turned. And we actually see like the forging of the Rings of Power, and you see the forging of Sauron's helmet. This show just looks so good. So damn good.
Yeah, so we're gonna be back on that too. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care if 10 people watch this on YouTube on that. We still watching it, and we still gonna talk about it.
Yes.
Yes. But that was one of the first shows that we actually we did together, right?
Yeah, like one of the first shows
we did together. So yeah, definitely going back to that. And a lot of other stuff was just stuff that we've already seen. Like, I don't even understand why they have an Abbott Elementary panel at Comic-Con. As much as I love Abbott Elementary, y'all bastards don't belong there. There's a bunch of other random stuff, but like actual comic stuff, people was excited for Marvel. I'm excited for everything, man, and it looks like it's going to be a fun next year for us.
Right. DC didn't do a whole lot. They did like a couple of TV shows and a couple of animated things. I think next year is when you're going to probably see a little more respect, because I think that's when Superman comes out. Is that next year Superman comes out, or
July 25th?
Oh yeah, shoot, Superman. So shoot, you might see some. Don't DC do like a DC con or something like that?
They have DC fandom,
okay.
But I'm not sure if they're gonna. They might do it. Usually, like the last couple of years, they did it because of the pandemic. Like it was like the fall. I feel like it was cool outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So they may do it again. I mean, that would be smart for them because by that point, they should have more than enough footage to give us a trailer.
Yeah.
You know, unless they're gonna do like a fandom event special and then pop that hoe off on like the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, it won't be number 7. It'll be 7 months out. So you gotta get that buzz going.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm fully on board with MCU. Yes. I just want to let other people know too. Let y'all know, like when it comes to the MCU, I think. Okay, oh yeah, I'm sorry. When it comes to RDJ being Doom, I'm already seeing a lot of pushback on that, and I just want you all to have just have perspective of expectation, because just because the person who you want to be Doom isn't Doom doesn't mean it's going to be trash. That's one. 2, they basically already have the script and the story done. And I think that's a major thing people aren't really getting. Like we said earlier, the script is done. It comes out in 2 years. So more than likely, they're going to start filming that the end of this year.
And also, like I said earlier in this doesn't mean that he's going to be the only Doctor Doom in this.
Tony, like we are wrapping up the multiverse era in haste. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, get me out of here. That's what they're saying in the studios.
Yeah.
Like, so you already know when Secret Wars come out, we're gonna have a congealing of all the things that we like and love is gonna be on that one nice smooth 616 timeline. It's gonna be one universe, and then we're gonna build from there. So I think that we as a collective, we got to calm down, you know what I'm saying? And like really be happy that it's going to be new mask, same task. So yeah, you got to really, that's what he said last night. I said, yeah. Because I was about to like title like the thumbnail, like it's Doom is RDJ, be happy. I said, nah, that's a little too aggressive. Let me just say, because like it was pissing me off, man. Like people was really like, it's always okay. And then I have to remember too, like especially Twitter and even Instagram sometimes, it's a very small minority of people who are online posting their emotions about something that is this new. You feel what I'm saying? The overall majority of people who like kind of just don't really be honest like that, think I'm like, oh my God, Robert Downey Jr. is going to play a new character? How? And they're going to be intrigued. And they're going to go see the movie because Oscar award-winning Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, yeah.
I guess that's all.
That's all I got, yo. Yeah, definitely. We'll be back here tomorrow. Penultimate episode of our favorite fandom, Game of Thrones.
And yes, we know it's called House of the Dragon, but we call it
this is the Game of Thrones version. I don't care because it's Game of Thrones. Don't play games with me. Either way, House of the Dragon, episode 7, 7 p.m. tomorrow. And yeah, man, that's it for this now. Make sure that you guys keep on sharing and liking and subbing to the stuff. IG, TikTok, Facebook if you're nasty. Cool. Till the next time.